Good evening. We have some good news regarding a missing teenager in North Battleford. RCMP have located 13-year-old Kiana Benson. Police say she was found shortly after midnight when police received information about her whereabouts. She has since been returned to her care home. Now, police want to thank the public for their assistance. Well, falling down is a serious issue for many seniors. It can lead to serious complications, which could hamper their health. According to the Alberta Centre for Injury and Control Research, falls are the most common cause of injuries among seniors. Now, in this week's Healthy Living, Anna Stanislaw has tips on what seniors can do to prevent such falls.
I fell and broke some bones below my left knee. I was in a wheelchair for 4 months.
Elizabeth Kent was trying to get on a hayride when the horses moved forward. She lost her balance and fell. The doctors managed to save one bone. The rest are metal rods, and she's not alone.
I was transferring from the hand wheelchair to the electrical one, and I didn't have the brake on the one side, and that wheel went out on me, and my legs weren't strong enough to hold me up, so I went down.
Injuries sustained from falls can have a devastating impact on a senior's quality of life. It can also be costly. In 2010 to 2011, the Alberta province spent almost $160 million on hospital admissions alone.
This physiotherapist says decreased activity levels can lead to problems with strength and balance.
Someone that does have a fall tends to be at a greater risk of future fall. And that's just because you fall, you're more nervous about falling, so you limit your activities further. You tend to get weaker, and then you're more likely to fall.
One of the best ways to prevent falls, exercising.
3, 4, 5.
These seniors exercise for at least 30 minutes a day. Whether it's with dumbbells or a simple sit-to-stand exercise, Omira says it's a big help in the long run.
When you go to get out of the chair, just repeating this a few times, right? So nice and slowly, making sure, you lean forward, stand all the way up, and then slowly back down, trying to sort of limit the use of the hands.
Other ways seniors can reduce fall risk is to use their walking aid, make sure tripping hazards are out of the way and your path is well lit. Have your vision checked regularly, and if you're taking medication, make sure there are no side effects such as dizziness.
In actuality, you do lose some muscle tone. There is some natural, losses that way. But if you actually do activity, do balance training, that sort of thing, you can maintain quite a bit.
4, one more, 5.
This exercise really helps everybody to get into it so they can, be more mobile.
Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
The Lakeland Humane Society in Cold Lake is trying to raise funds for the organization, and so the Center for Animals is holding an online auction. Fraser Snowden has details on how you can help.
The plan was to raise around $4,000 initially. They already sit at $2,600 and should well surpass the goal. The Society's executive director says there are lots of items which have all been donated for the cause.
A barbecue that has been donated by Canadian Tire. We have a breakfast package that's coming out from McDonald's for the entire office that will be delivered. We have Oilers tickets.
Weber says there are several reasons for holding the auction, including to help offset the general cost of housing the animals.
In 2012, our vet bills were around $40,000 for the year, and this year we're anticipating them to be around the $50,000 mark. So with the increase of animals came the increase of vet bills, and that's what we're trying to help.
This is their first online auction, but Weber says with just the 2 days of successful bidding, they have had lots of support.
Most items that have sold for 2 to 3 times their market value. So we can really see that that our donors are taking the opportunity to make their Christmas donations with this auction and receiving a little something for themselves at the same time.
The auction runs until 5 p.m. this Friday. If you would like to bid, visit the Lakeland Humane Society Facebook page. In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
With the holidays around the corner, this is the time many in the community give back to those less fortunate. And one Lloydminster High School class is stepping up to the cause. The Media Studies class at Lloyd Comp is spearheading their 16th annual Rudolph's Roundup campaign, collecting donations for the Interval Home. Bart Pediasic reports.
Armed with rolls of duct tape, this group of students spent their class time taping up one lucky teacher to the wall.
At first, I wasn't too sure I'd wanted to do this, but when it's for a good cause, you can't do anything except smile and take it a little bit.
Students and staff voted on what teacher went on the wall by donating to the Rudolph's Roundup campaign, a clothing and toy drive run completely by these grade 11 Media Studies students.
We pretty much run it. We help fundraise money for them so that they can use that, and we help get clothes and stuff like that, just stuff they can use and give to them as gifts.
This is the 16th year these students have been taking part in the campaign. Last year, they raised close to $10,000 worth of donations for the Interval Home, helping more than 100 families. This year, they hope to top that.
We've collected babies' clothes and pajamas for them to sleep, the necessities, so toothbrushes and all those types of things. We've collected some toys.
It's important because it can show you that not everyone's as fortunate as everybody, and so it can give you experience into how to help others who are less fortunate than you.
If you'd like to help out, you can drop off clothing, toys, and cash donations directly to the school. Donation boxes are also set up at Home Hardware and Lloydminster Bobcat games. Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.
Well, we are now less than 3 weeks away from Christmas, and if you haven't gotten your tree yet, you're still in luck. As Kyle Gallagher tells us in this week's Ag Report, there's still time to pick up a locally grown tree for your home.
The star sits on top of it, the ornaments go on it, and the presents go underneath it. The Christmas tree is synonymous with the holiday season. If you haven't picked yours yet, not to worry. The Kinsman Club of Lloydminster is back with its Christmas tree campaign.
This is our local, our big fundraiser for the year. With the money we raise from Christmas trees, it gives us our budgeted donations for the year, so it's very important to us.
Darcy Wildeman says the club prides itself in supporting an area tree farmer.
Our trees are grown locally at a tree farm in North Battleford. We're their biggest customer now. We do just over 1,000 trees a year.
He says the trees are some of the best you'll find anywhere.
The trees are excellent quality. He waters them, he looks after them like they're his children.
Whether you want a balsam fir or a Scotch pine, you'll find what you're looking for. The Kinsman is carrying 5 different types of trees. And if you're having trouble deciding, Toso Bozic, an agroforester with Alberta Agriculture, has a tip to pass along.
One of the things that people do is break 1 or 2 needle, smell it and see if you like that smell from that particular trees.
My favorite's the Fraser fir. They're all, it's always been my favorite.
And once you take home your holiday centerpiece, make sure you maintain it.
You can take water and keep the freshness, and the trees is going to stay much more longer alive. The other thing that people have to always look for the Christmas trees is the safety. If there's a lot of dead needles, trees is dry, it has to be removed, and there's a potential for the fire in the house.
It's an air freshener. It's you bring it in, you unwrap it, the whole house smells like pine, the whole house smells like Christmas. It's the start of the Christmas season.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.